Right. Good morning. Online students, can you hear me? Reply to me, not to Naresh IT. Yeah. Early people, please write down. Join to this Google Classroom. If app is not working, I'll share the class link here. Offline students, you also must join. Offline, online, all students join to this classroom. Classes there, not there, all information I'll share here, not in the group. People are getting confusion. When I talk to one batch, other people are confused. Completed? So to cover up holidays, can I take class at 11 also? Possible for you? 11 a.m. 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Both the time, 9 and 11. No, no? Possible? Why not possible? Wali? You are on job. Already job there now, but you can take light, yeah? People who are in job already, why you worry? Right? All people joined Google Classroom. We should take in the evening. On PHP Learning Java. Till how many days? 11 o'clock batch? Oracle class. Okay, what we are discussing, methods and types of methods, right? So last few points are there to discuss and we'll wind up this chapter. Few days. Okay, people who cannot come at 11 a.m., please send message to me. Okay, to on my WhatsApp number, send message saying cannot attend 11 a.m. reason, so that I can take decision what. Because in December, there will be more openings. December and January first week, there will be more openings for the freshers. So I want to cover up maximum syllabus in this month and next month so that you'll be ready for the interview. That's what my interest. If you say not required, sir, I am happy. No problem. I don't take additional burden. No, not today, bhai. I'll let you know. So first people should be ready to come now. Not from today. Last class, we have understood there are two types of methods are there. Can anybody remember? Number one, abstract method. Number two, method declaration is called abstract method. Okay. Next, concrete method is also called Method definition. If I create method with only prototype, then we call it as method declaration. Okay, if I want to implement the method logic, means body is there, then we call it as what? Method definition. Okay, shall I ask one small example? Can you answer? Okay, tell me, every operation in this real world, everyone is doing operations now. You also doing operation, I'm also doing operation. Okay, tell me, taking class at 9 a.m. is it my decision or management decision? Okay, teach core Java at 9 a.m. is a operation or not? Okay, who took the decision? Management. Who is implementing the decision? Faculty. Right? So take decision taken by management and that operation is implementing by management. Faculty. Now, what management is doing? Management is sending a message to the faculty, take class at 9 a.m. Okay, na? That is the operation. Then faculty is coming to the classroom and started implementing that operation. So here two parties are there who tell operation and other person who will do that operation. Telling and doing. Telling is called declare. Do it. Declare and a warning, giving orders. Okay, do it. Next, following. Okay, boss. Okay, that is called what? Implementing. So there are two parties in the business. One party and not our college parties. Hello, first year, I mean, what do you call new year? Okay, that is not party. Party means what? Two group of people. There will be one group of people telling that you do this operation. Another group of people are doing that operation, means implementing that operation. Then how can I do the same work in Java? So declaring is called telling. Implementing is nothing but what? Doing. One second. Why these people are putting this much sound? Next question. Ready now? You take HDFC Bank, Kotak Bank, Andhra Bank on Union Bank, all different. SBI Bank, all different banks are there, right? Tell me, all these banks are doing operations, right? Deposit, withdraw, all these operations. Who told those operations to do? It is a bank's decision or is there any common body is there? Who is that? RBI. ఎందుకు అంత సౌండ్ పెట్టుకున్నారు? ఇక్కడ రా. వినిపిస్తుందా? అది ఎందుకు చిన్న క్లాస్ అంత సౌండ్ ఎందుకు? మాకు వినిపించేంత నాకు నేర్చుకోవద్దు అది. తగ్గించు. ఎవరు ఫ్యాకల్టీ? బంగారా సార్? ఓకే, మీ ఇష్టం. నీ ఇష్టం మరి. Okay, sir voice is little louder. Okay, now even sound decrease also will come more voice. Right. So what the point? Now tell me, RBI Bank is what do you call giving orders to all banks. Do that operation, do this operation, right? Then RBI Bank is declaring operation or defining operation? Somebody saying defining. Defining or declaring? Declaring. So final conclusion, if you want to perform one operation as part of the business, first you declare, then you define. Okay, na? Right. Why should first declare and then define? Because there are so many people who want to do same business. And all the same business from different business vendors. Are you understand my word? same business, bank business from different vendors, HDFC Bank, Kotak Bank, from all these people, customers want to get services. You are the customer. Tell me, you go to HDFC Bank. Then there you go and talk, I want to deposit money, I want to withdraw money. Then you are going to another bank called Kotak Bank. There also you are depositing money, withdraw money, right? Is the terminology changing or not changing? Not change. For example, there is no common body. Common person is not there to take all the rules and guidelines. Then what will be the problem? I am implementing operation with my own name. Other party implementing operation by his own name. Other company who is doing the same business will implement the operation by their own name. Then as a customer, can I shift from one service provider, one business owner to another owner? Can I change? No. I'll go here, HDFC Bank, I say HDFC deposit, HDFC withdraw. Then when I go to Kotak, there I have to use different operation names. Is it a confusion to the users or not? That's why, okay, that's why. So what I need to do, I have to make sure, for all these banks, common person, one person should come. He should make sure there should be a contract. There should be one contract should be created between whom? Users and all these business implementing parties. Understanding my words? I'm not talking Java. Do you understand my words? I'm not talking Java. I'm talking real business. Now to implement that real business, object-oriented programming came into picture with different concepts. So those concepts we have to understand and implement the business in a Java. That's it. So what the point? In the real world, totally, how many people are there? 2 people. Number 1, users. Number 2, business owner. What do you call a user and business owner? Now to do the same business, there are one owner or many owners are there. Same business is doing by many people. Then one user want to take the business services from different vendors. Then you should approach all the business vendors with the same operation name. That operation must be available in the first vendor, second vendor, third vendor. Then who will make sure there should be one mediator? Now in future, you people want to get married. Then can you go onto the road and ask the people, can I marry? Can I marry? No. You will not search for your life partner. So what are you doing? You are approaching one marriage bureau center, right? What other people are there? Matrimony. Matrimony. So olden days, only one thing, matrimony. By following matrimony business, lot of business is going on behind it. Then now people have started their own, different companies. All are comes under what? Same business. Then tell me, all people are doing the business with the same operation name, but the implementation will be different or not? The commission taking by matrimony, shadi.com, different vendors, implementation will be different, but the operation names across all the websites will be same or not? All are agreeing? Right. So slowly people understood it, and then now 2 parties are having problem. 2 parties are connecting. There is a problem. For a connecting purpose, one mediator required. That mediator in Java is nothing but what? Abstract method. What method? So tell me, now this abstract method you are declaring in one class. Okay. Now tell me, the class is what? Bank. Assume that class is bank. In the class bank, you are declaring the operations. Deposit operation, withdraw operation, current balance operation, transfer money operation, get rate of interest operation, like different operations you are declared. What are you doing as a bank? Declare. Who developed this bank class with all abstract methods? Is by Kotak Bank? Is by HDFC Bank? Is by SBI Bank? No. Who? By RBI Bank. RBI Bank has created one contract document, and the contract document released to the market. Then whichever the business owner want to implement this bank business, he will approach RBI Bank. RBI Bank, I want to implement this business. I want to do this business. Please give me a license. Okay, let me please show me the premises and show me your implementation procedure. How will you do? Then he will approaching his ideas, guidelines and everything, and following those ideas and guidelines, and then started implementing that business. While implementing business, can he choose his own names? No. Only business name is one, HDFC, following by what? Bank. SBI, bank. Kotak, bank. Now in that bank, tell me, the RBI people are running their own people, right? Their own employees will be there. They will go and check. So the bank is running as per the guidelines of RBI or not. If it is not running as per the guidelines of RBI, that will be get sealed. Are you catching my point? Right. Who will check bank operations, declared operations only implementing in the HDFC Bank by following guidelines? There is a one person checking, na? That person in Java is nothing but compiler. Are you following or not? So compiler will verify this HDFC Bank is implementing the operations given in a bank or not. If not, then compiler will throw error. Get out, you are not implementing properly. Okay, na? Right. Then, okay, HDFC Bank is following the guidelines of the bank, RBI Bank, and then implemented operation. Kotak Bank implemented, SBI Bank implemented. Then these businesses to use, we need user, na? Tell me, user approaches HDFC Bank with HDFC Bank given guidelines, RBI Bank given guidelines. Indirectly, you people are approaching RBI Bank and checking what are the operations of the bank business: deposit, withdraw, current balance, transfer money. All are catching my point? With those operations to do, whichever the bank you like, you are going to that bank. Guys, all you people understand? So tell me, always in the real world, we have two main parties. Number one, user. Number two, business, vendor. User and vendor. A business user and a business vendor. Business user take the services, business vendor implement the services and offer those services. Then to connect these two people, we need one mediator. That mediator program is implemented by using what? Abstract method. And implementation vendor is implemented by using concrete method. All are catching my point? Method declared in super class or parent class. Method definitions are given in subclass or child class. Super class and subclass. Hey, super class, subclass, something is there that is called what? Inheritance. There is a concept called what? Inheritance. I will detail explain later. Just I'm introducing the words here. Then now after super class, a subclass is defined, means method declared and method implemented. Then we need one person to use those services. Na? That is nothing but what? User. Nothing but main method program customer. Then as a main method programmer, as a customer, what I have to do? I should declare operation, I should define operation, or I should call operation. I should call operation. So totally how many levels of methods we are having? I mean, how many levels of operations we are doing on method? 3. Number 1, method declaration, method definition, method calling. Everyone understand? So now I want to take one small example for you all. Ready to take? Business completed. Okay. Now come to the Java. Dekho. There is a wrong statement in the market around this abstract method. People always say, when I don't know what logic to write. This is a very common statement every faculty is telling. When I don't know. Even working employees also used to say the same statement. When I don't know. What the meaning of I don't know? I don't know. When I don't know, no, when I cannot know. What statement I should use correctly here? Try to think. RBI Bank does know what logic to write deposit method? Yes. But can they write? No. Why? Because they don't want to do that business. They want be as a declaration party, rules creation party, guidelines creation party. RBI Bank know how to implement bank, but they don't want to implement. They want to give the choice to whom? No, business vendors. Is Narendra Modi come to Telangana implement government? Hey. Is Narendra Modi knows how to run government in Telangana? Yes. Will he come here? No. He knows, but he don't. Because he want to give guidelines to the central government. As a central government, he want to give the guidelines and rules to the state governments to run the government. Yes or no? So that means Narendra Modi don't know to run government. He cannot run government. He cannot run government because he is not the CM of Telangana. Are you following my point? Is KCR can run state central government? No. He don't know how to run. He knows. Are you catching my point? Every chief minister know how to run state government and central government, but they have their own limitations. So what is the correct word I have to use here? Don't know, na? Cannot, na? Cannot. Don't know is very dangerous word. Okay, if you say, I don't know what logic to write, then I'll ask, then how do you know as a subclass developer? In a company, you only the super class developer, you only the subclass developer. As a super class developer, you don't know what logic to write. Then as a subclass developer, how do you know? Is my argument valid or not? Oh my God, this argument I am doing last 18 years. No one is listening. At least you listen, Rabab, okay? Faculties are not listening. They know what statement I am saying, okay? But still they will follow the same wrong statement. Don't know, don't know, don't know. Please don't use, you don't know, okay, na? Do you understand my statement? You don't use, don't know. You use the word called what? Tell me. I am taking a shape. Shape is an object or type of object? Rectangle? Object. Square? Object. Circle? Object. Okay. Rectangle is a object of what type? Shape. Square is a object of type shape. Circle is a object of type shape. When you wanted to say I am of other object type, you must develop inheritance. Are you catching my point? In academics, you have learned inheritance point. If again another statement, another wrong definition. When you want reuse, develop inheritance. Wrong statement. If you want reuse, inheritance is not required. If you want reuse, you have to call it. For example, I have M1 method in class A. From class B, I want reuse. Reuse meaning is what? Call. You don't write logic. Just use the logic which is available. To use the logic which is available, what is the meaning of it? Calling, na? For calling purpose, why I required inheritance? Did you develop inheritance up to now? No. Still you are reusing or not? Tell me, college class want reuse student class properties. Then is a college extend from student? No. Is a company extend from employee? No. Is a bank extending from bank account? No. All guys understanding what I'm saying? Inheritance is not meant for developing reusability. This is a blunder statement created in the market. If inheritance is meant for reusing, the keyword must be what, sir? Reuse. What is the keyword given to develop inheritance? Extends. What the keyword given for developing inheritance? Extends and implements, not the keyword reuse. So if you want to create your class as of an existing class type, if you want to create your object as an existing object type, then you have to develop what? Inheritance. Guys, understand my point? So I want to tell rectangle is a object of what type? Shape. Then I have to develop what? Inheritance. I just want to reuse the members available in the shape. For example, you are a painter. As a painter, you want to paint shape. That means you want to reuse the shape. Then as a painter, if you want to reuse the shape, you develop inheritance. Huh? No, just you call it. Just you call it. I'll catch my point. For reusability, inheritance is not required. To create your object as an existing object type, you have to create what? Inheritance. I'll catch my point. Tell me, is a state government is an extension to the central government? Emra thinking no, no. So you don't know about your country also. Is a state government an extension to central government? Inka doubt. Avuna. State government extension to central government. Java don't know. Your country don't know. Only eating. One more operation, you know. Come to the class, sit in the class and go. How many days? 1 month or 2 months. After that, skip. ఎక్కడికి వెళ్తారో తెలియదు, ఏం చేస్తారో తెలియదు. Course is not completed, but still people are stopped coming. What they are doing, where they are going. Or if you know, please let me know above, okay? Are central governments are extension to state government. State governments are the extension to central government. Central government is running government. Okay, na? Those government is divided, splitted. Okay, you state, you run. You state, you run. And if you need any help, ask me. But you have to pay tax to me. Correct my point? Every month, tax is collecting from the states and giving to central. Then central government distributing the again percentage to the states. That's what the crying by the state governments. Oh, you are taking my more tax, you give me my back. Get out, I don't give, whenever I want, I'll give, get out. So now, this is what, how they're running. So government is what? Main class, super class. Now, Telangana government, Andhra government, Orissa government, Madhya Pradesh government, okay, Kerala government, Karnataka government, all these are what? Extension to government, subclasses of government. State government is a government. Are you catching my point? Right. If you want to tell my state is under one government, I should extend from the government. So I am extending the central government, all rules and guidelines, and implementing where? In my state. For that state government is there, CM is there. Hope you all understand now. When to develop inheritance? For reusability. No, for extending or implementing. For obtaining the type and extending and implementing. For creating a new object. Rectangle is a new object or not? Yes. For creating new object as a type of existing object. For creating new object as a type of existing object and extending or implementing the functionality of that existing object, we must develop inheritance. Tomorrow I'll ask the same statement, you must tell. Hona, I think give me notes. No notes. You have to remember this statement. You have to remember this diagram. I gave so many examples. You must prepare your own statements with the examples, not by hearting. I repeat once again, when to develop inheritance? When we want to develop new object, when we want to create new object as a type of existing object for extending or implementing that object functionality, we must develop what? Inheritance. Samajh mein aaya? Next question I'm asking. Okay. If you want to extend or implement, how can we develop that inheritance programmatically? By using two keywords: extends, implements. The concept is same, na? If you want to extend or implement, so keywords name is what? Extends or implements. Sometimes I need extends, sometimes I need implements. I'll tell you when to use extends, when to use implements. Okay? Up to now, all people understand? Right. So tell me now, the class shape is called superclass. Next, class rectangle is called what? Subclass. Or class shape is called superclass. Class rectangle, class shape is called parent class. Class rectangle is called what? Child class. Class shape is also called as a basic class. Class rectangle is called derived class. Superclass, parent class, base class. Subclass, child class, derived class. According to Java, what is the correct terminology? Superclass or subclass? C++ point of view, the terminology is parent class, child class. Some people are also used base class, derived class. But in Java, most of the time we will use superclass and subclass. Everyone understand? Okay. Now, let me ask next question. Are you ready? When to use extends, when to use implements. What is the meaning of implements? Implements means implements. Prepare food. What is the meaning of prepare food? I said prepare food. What is the meaning of prepare food? Eating. No. I have vegetables. I have rice. I have water. I have its ingredients all separately. That means somebody has given you the food preparing ingredients separately. Now what you have to do? Implement it. Take the rice, wash it, and place in a vessel, and then put on stove. You have to start stove, flame ray, okay? And then take vegetables, wash it and cut it, and then what? Put there, and these are all the work you have to do, right? That is called what? Implement. If you want to implement, somebody should instruct you, you implement this. Tell me, who is declaring? That means implementing means I have one method. That method is defined or only declared? Only declared. The method is only declared, and the declared method in the subclass you have to implement. Then what keyword I should use to connect the subclass and superclass? Implements. By saying, I am implementing you. Come on. All people understand? In a superclass, I have only method declarations. Repeating again, in a superclass, I have only method declarations. Then as a subclass, I should implement. Then I should use the keyword called what? Implements. Samajh mein aaya? Everyone? Any confusion? Okay, good. Next point. In a superclass, methods are already implemented. Your mother already prepared food. You are no need to implement. You no need to implement. Already implemented. Food ready. Then as a child, you are a child to your mother, right? As a child, what you do? Eating. Yes or no? But how you are eating? Abracadabra, coming. No, you are also doing some work, right? Already prepared food, you are reusing. Sorry, you said inheritance and not reusing. Inheritance benefit is reusing. For reusing purpose, you are not developing inheritance. Are you catching my point? You are developing inheritance for obtaining type to be subtype of existing class. Once you are a subtype, once you are a child, your parent properties you can use or none. Inheritance is giving one of the benefits is reuse. People are taking this reuse benefit and telling, you want reuse, develop inheritance. You want reuse, develop inheritance. Tumri fellow, wrong answer. All are catching my point. You come to the class and listen. You will understand. That is the benefit. You are coming to the class only for listening or learning. Learning is the first priority. Main target is learning. While learning, you can listen and you can just listen and leave it. That's up to you. Are you following my point? Main target of inheritance is what? Extending. Means reusing is not the target. Obtaining what? Type. As a child, you are the type of your parent. Now your parent already implemented one operation. Then what you do? Directly use it. You no need to implement it. Then in that case, you should use implements keyword or extends keyword? Extends keyword. Understand? Really? If a superclass contain concrete method already as a child class, just I want reuse, then I should use what keyword? As a child class, I must implement the operations available in the superclass. Which keyword I must use? Implements. Sharama, 90% completed. So start from the first point. We found yesterday how many types of methods? 2 types. First one. Second one. Tell me, when should I use abstract method? For declaring operations to force subtypes to implement. Repeat. For declaring, we must declare a method as abstract method. We must use abstract method to declare that operation. Point number 1. Understood? Point number 2. When to use a concrete method? If you want to declare a implement. If you want to implement operation and want allow subclasses to forcing or reusing. To allow subclasses to reuse the operations, we use what? Concrete method. For declaring, abstract method. For implementing, concrete method. Second point. When should I declare operation and when should I implement operation? Very, very important. When should I declare and when should I implement? If an object, who is object here? Shape. If an object operation, what is the operation? Find area. If an object operation implementation logic is changing from one subtype to another subtypes. I am saying you have to implement find area. Find area internal logic, open bracket, closed bracket, internal logic is changing from one subtype to another subtype. Then what should I do? I should implement operation, I should declare operation. I should declare operation and I should force the subtypes to implement those operations. Are you catching? Come on, repeat once again. When should I use abstract method? If an object operation implementation logic is changing from one subtype to another subtype, you must choose abstract method to declare this operation and to force the subtypes to implement that operation according to their requirement. Big statement, understand? I'm not prepared the statement. I'm not preparing the definition. I'm still explaining only. It's a lengthy statement, fixed statement. Super ఒక ఆబ్జెక్ట్ యొక్క ఆపరేషన్ ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్ లాజిక్ ఒక సబ్ క్లాస్ నుంచి ఇంకొక సబ్ క్లాస్ కి చేంజ్ అవుతుంటే ఆ మెథడ్ లాజిక్ ని మనం సూపర్ క్లాస్ లో రాయలేం. అప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి? నువ్వు రాసుకోరా మూసుకో అని చెప్పాలి, అంతే కదా. తెలుగు మాట్లాడితే నువ్వు బరా ఇలా నేను చేయను నువ్వే చేసుకో, రైట్? చెప్తాం కదా, వార్నింగ్ ఇస్తాం కదా, నేను చేయను నువ్వే చేసుకో. మై నైకియా తుమ్ కరో. ఓకే. If you want to tell that statement, then what should I do? I should use what method? Abstract method. Come on. Convert to English. This statement you have to talk in interview room. You know, all people are telling one statement and we are telling different statement. All Java students, faculties and working employees are telling one statement. What is that? When I don't know what logic to write find area method, then I will take it as abstract method. Simple statement, easy understanding statement. What is that? When I don't know what logic to write, tell me, find area method, what logic to write? You don't know? I know 3 logics. What the 3 logics? For rectangle, s square ఎవడు రాడు అన్నా? నమస్కారం అన్న. Go and join 5th class maths once, one more time on rectangle. What the logic? L into B. Square logic is what? S into S. Circle logic, pi r into r, not pi r square. That is maths. In Java, very square. Can you write r square in Java? No, right? Java talk in Java. Pi into r into r. Tell me, do you know logic or don't know? Don't know. Just now you only told, na? I don't know, you are saying. You don't know, na? You are following my signals, but not my words. You don't know, na? I don't know. Okay. Use your ears properly. We know what logic to write, but we cannot write that logic at where? Super class level, because that logic is changing from one subclass to another subclass. Then I should choose abstract method. So don't try to use, cannot. Why? Because changing. Raskara Subramaniam. Types of methods. Notes. This topic is my favorite topic. Abstract method, concrete method, inheritance. That's why I forgot that I am not well. Completed? What are the modifiers allowed to the methods? Modifiers, you know, right? 13 modifiers are there. These are 13 modifiers. Private, default, protected, public, static, final, abstract, native, transient, volatile, synchronized, strict, FPIN interface. Don't write. You know already. And tell me, can I declare abstract method as a private? If I declare abstract method as a private, can I take it to the subclass? So private allowed or not allowed? Default, protected, public, next. Abstract method execution is in programmer controller? No. It must be executed from subclass by using the object. If you pass rectangle object, abstract method should execute from rectangle. If you pass square object, find array method must execute from square class. And there is a fixed point of execution for abstract method. You cannot control. For example, you take ATM here. ATM card is there. You swipe ATM card in ATM machine. Withdraw operation, money deducting from which account? HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Kotak Bank, based on the card you inserted. That means card is an object, na? You are inserting which object, withdraw method executing from that object. So that means, can you control withdraw method execution? You execute from here only? No. That means execution level modifiers are meant for controlling the execution of a method, right? On abstract method, we have only one control. What? No logic. A logic is in subclass and execute that logic only from subclass. That point is talking by whom now? Abstract keyword. Abstract keyword will tell us don't have logic. Have the logic only in subclass and execute only from subclass. Guys, understand my word? So remaining keywords are meant for other purpose. So to the abstract method, the only allowed keywords are how many? 4. Default, protected, public, and abstract. Only these 4. Other than these 4, anything you write, compiler will throw error. Point number 1. Everyone agreed? Point number 2. To the concrete method. Tell me, concrete method already has logic, na? So we can control. Wherever you want to execute, how you want to execute, it's up to you. So what are the concrete method modifiers are allowed? 4 accessibility modifiers are allowed: private, default, protected, public, and 5 execution level modifiers are allowed: static, final, native, synchronized, strict FP. The not allowed 3 modifiers are what? Abstract, transient, volatile. Transient and volatiles are working on value, not working on logic. That means transient and volatile allowed only to method variables. They are not allowed to methods. Everyone understand? Right on that, and you should remember them. Completed? Look at here. Based on the modifiers, we have two method, and based on the return type and parameters, we have subtype methods. Okay, na? Accessibility modifier, execution level modifier, return type, method name, parameter, throws exception list. Accessibility modifier, based on accessibility modifier, we have two types of method, private and non-private. Or if you want to talk with the public, public and non-public. Execution level modifier based. Totally how many execution level modifiers are allowed to the method? 6. Static, non-static. Simple here, veg, non-veg. You take veg, add what? Non-veg. Simple, veg, non-veg. Private to non-private. Veg, non-veg. Public, non-public. Static, non-static. Final, non-final. Abstract, non-abstract. Non-abstract means concrete. Native, non-native. Synchronized, non-synchronized. Strict FP, non-strict FP. We are going to learn only static, non-static methods here and abstract, non-abstract methods here. Final, non-final, native, non-native, these all we'll discuss in the different coming days in different chapters, not now. Return type, void, non-void. Parameter type, parameter and non-parameterized. Okay, na? Right. So these are the common words daily we are using in our regular discussion in Java. Okay, right. More subtype methods. These words you should know. Completed? Done. Now let's try to understand about abstract method and concrete method. What are the differences between abstract method and concrete method? When to use abstract method and when to use concrete method, right? Take heading, working with abstract method and concrete method. Completed? Take this diagram. Oh, one second. Yeah, write down this. Is it visible? I have mentioned all points. Please try to understand. Completed? Completed? Did you understand every statement what I have written here? Done? Okay. Consider, write down. Consider the object Consider the object shape. Consider the object shape. Consider the object shape with its operation find area. With its operation find area. And its subtypes. And its subtypes. Rectangle, square, circle. Rectangle, square, circle. Rectangle, square, circle. Full stop. The operation find area. The operation find area implementation logic. The operation find area implementation logic will be changed from one subtype to another subtype. Will be changed from one subtype to another subtype. So we must declare find area method. So we must declare find area method. So we must declare find area method as abstract method. We must declare find area method as abstract method. Comma. And must implement this method in subclasses. And must implement this method in subclasses according to subclass requirement. According to subclass requirement. According to subclass requirement. According to subclass requirement. Write on this diagram. Complete your diagram. Okay. Look at this program. Something new point is there here. Can you find out? What is that? Where can I create abstract methods? We can create abstract methods only in interface. Okay. Right. Like a class, interface is also one kind of class. Okay. Completed? How to execute this program? Can you tell me the test program? How can I write? Class test. Public static void main of string array args. Tell me, you are a user programmer? Can I take as you are as a painter? You are a user programmer. As a user programmer, you want to call whose method? Shape. Shape yes. Equal to what method you should call? Yes dot find area. Listen carefully. You want to execute find area method of shape from which subclass? Rectangle. Yes or no? Then whose object I have to write here? Rectangle object. No confusion, easy, right? You want to execute find area method of shape class from which class? Rectangle. So what the statement I should write? Shape yes equal to new rectangle yes dot find area. That's it. Hope you all understand. Write on test class. Up to now you are calling Creating object of same class and calling the method. Variable and object both are of same type. Rectangle R equal to new rectangle. That's what you have written. Now I changed it. Shape S equal to new rectangle, because you want to call which class method? Shape class method. Execute from which class? Rectangle. That's why we have to write like this. Sir, if I write rectangle directly or any problem? No problem. You can write rectangle R equal to, or you can write shape S equal. But which is the recommended way? Shape is the recommended, because you are a user. Always you have to approach whom? No, superclass, and execute that method from subclass. This is a good programming practice. Completed? What the flow of execution? Tell me, arrow mark. Find area method. Searching in which class? Shape. Is it available here? Yes. But is it executed from here? No. Why? Why? Because the object coming from, what is the object coming? Rectangle. Object coming is what? Rectangle. Then this method is executed from which class? Rectangle class. Write that arrow mark. So inside interface method is abstract method. It doesn't have any implementation logic. Okay, what are the values available in L and B in the rectangle object? 0, 0. Then how to initialize? Okay, next chapter. In the next chapter, you'll understand how to initialize. As of now, only we are concentrating on abstract method and its implementation. Can I expect all the people got some idea? Basic idea. Coming days, we are developing so many examples. Next, right? Concrete, working with concrete method. Consider bus. Next example, consider bus. Consider the object bus. Consider the object bus with its operations. Consider the object bus with its operation brakes. With its operation brakes. Brakes, Rabav. And its subtypes. And its subtypes. Now what are the subtypes? Subtypes red bus, express, Volvo. Subtypes red bus, express, Volvo. Tell me, sir, brakes implementation logic is same for all three classes, sir? Almost same, right? When it's almost same, why I need to declare here, force the subclasses to implement. Can I implement breaks method here? Yes. And allow the subtypes to reuse it? Yes. Right on. Full stop. Because breaks method implementation logic, because breaks method implementation logic is almost same, because breaks method implementation logic is almost same for all types of buses, for all types of buses we must implement this method. We must implement this method in bus class and must allow subtypes and must allow subtypes and must allow subtypes to reuse and must allow subtypes to reuse this implementation logic and must allow these subtypes to reuse this implementation logic. Second point, if any one of the subtype wants to change its logic, can change that logic. If any one of the subtypes wants to change this logic, can change logic of this method, can change logic of this method where in subclasses. In subclass. Write on this diagram and we'll write code. Completed? And now, how to write the code? Tell me now. First, we have to write interface or class or no? Interface means only method declarations. Class means what? Implementation. So bus should be created as a class. Now red bus don't want to change any logic. Just you leave that class as empty. Class red bus. Can I write if just class red bus? Can I say it is a subtype of bus? No. Now you are implementing the method or reusing method. That means which keyword I have to use? Extends. Class red bus, extends bus, open bracket, closed bracket, leave it empty. Why? Because you don't want to change the logic of breaks, you want reuse as it is. Following my point? When you want reuse, don't implement, just leave it. Now take Volvo. Volvo want more powerful brakes fast because this bus is running very fast. The implementation given in the bus class for the brakes method is not satisfying the requirement of whom? Volvo. Then what Volvo has to do? It has to change the implementation, more powerful brakes like a disc brake or some what do you call air brake or some brakes he wanted to add. Then in that case, he has to take that method as it is and write in a Volvo class. Are you catching my point? If you change the logic in the bus itself, then the change will be applied to all three classes. Na? Who you want different logic? Volvo. Then Volvo only should change that logic. That means he has to take that method as it is in the Volvo class, remove that logic and write his own logic. Then that concept is called method definition, method changing. Changing is technically called overriding. What we call it as? Overriding. Overriding. Writing logic first time, we call it as what? Implementation. Already logic is there. I am changing it. Then we call it as what? Overriding. In a rectangle, I have implemented a method. In Volvo class, I am overriding method. Understand? Write down code. Also, I want write one more class called class red bus extends bus. Just empty class. That method is available here for reuse. Completed? Sunil, listen class, reply in the class so that you will understand. Okay? Already I have explained, you didn't listen. You are in the mode of typing question. Next time, don't do that mistake. Every point I will explain. You guys are not having patience to listen. Completed? Can you write test class by your own? I want to execute this breaks method from Volvo class and from where? Redbus class. You try to write the test class, nothing but driver. Who is using bus? Driver. Class driver main method. Execute the breaks method from which class? Bus. Execute breaks method of bus for Volvo and for what? Redbus. And see what output you will get. Will you try in your system yourself? So these two examples are very, very important examples. Hope you will practice at home and come tomorrow. Okay. Thank you. That's all for today class. All people join Google Classroom. Online students. I shared Google Classroom link. Everyone join. Okay. Thank you guys.